Okay, so Carl, the question comes up quite a lot. When should we be tapping in a matrix re-imprinting session? You know, what point should we be tapping on the client or the client on the echo?
Okay, wonderful. So a couple of things here. One is that, originally in the early days of Matrix, we kind of tapped through the whole session.
Mm-hmm.
It was only years ago, it was quite a long time ago now, but there was a guy actually said, when do you tap? And it made me ask myself the question, why are we tapping?
Mm.
Are we tapping basically to clear the trauma?
Yeah.
That is the purpose of the EFT session within the Matrix work that we do. We did the setup for. If you remember back to EFT days, there was two things: outcome reverse, psychological reversal, and secondary gains.
Yeah.
So we can kind of put that out the window with Matrix, because we get to that in itself when we work directly with the echo. We'll understand any secondary gains and reasons for keeping the problem.
Okay.
The other thing was the reason was to tune into the problem.
Okay.
Now the whole thing is, with an echo, are they tuned in?
Mm-hmm.
Of course they are. They're stuck in that moment where they froze, invariably where they froze, with the trauma intact. So, rather than going in and doing the big setup statements, and certainly like trying to tune in, like within the EFT, even though I've got the teacher shouted at me, I've got this big red ball of anger in my stomach. We're not doing that.
Okay. It's
important that as soon as we get in there, we straight with the echo, and we're tapping on the echo. As soon as we get in.
Okay.
We can we talk to them like you would an old person. It's okay. You're safe now. I'm here to help you. I know what you're going through. I've come back to help you.
Yeah.
And we tap in and talking to them like a person in a real situation. You're safe. It's going to be okay.
Yeah.
I've come back to help. You just talk to them like you would a person in a real situation.
Mm-hmm.
With EFT, you're remembering things and tuning into all these little aspects.
Yeah.
With Matrix, you're in the actual moment of when it happened.
Yeah.
It's just back to that moment.
Mm-hmm.
So first of all, first thing, tap always on the echo as soon as you go in, as quick as possible, and then we worry about everybody else. So we've created our safety strategy to make it safe. But we're in there, we're tapping and tap until all until the echoes basically move through that frozen moment. If we're going in the moment of freeze, until the energy's gone. And as we all know, this tends to be quite quick.
Yeah.
But on the other side of that, I think we've also got to a point of kind of laziness, thinking that we go and tap on the echo for a little bit at the beginning, get them through the frozen moment. They're a lot better. They're calmer now, as if that's the end of the tapping. What I found was, even when we're looking at resourcing at the end, that sometimes they're still a bit angry. And we might need to tap a bit more later because of the anger or guilt, or something else comes up a little later. So the tapping is not just at the beginning and then finished. Yeah. Do check in. Is there more tapping needs to be done?
Yeah.
So the other thing as well is we tap in full rounds when we're trying to get rid of when we've got energy to move, trauma to release. Full rounds. Now the echo's calm.
Yeah.
No, we just, if it's face to face, we just then keep that contact with the client and just tap through the finger points.
Yeah.
But making it clear to the client they don't need to be tapping on their echo now.
Yeah.
No, we need to speak to Dad. We need to bring Dad's echo. And we're always, as a matter of we just take it for granted, we're going to tap on everybody. We're not going to ask them, all the tapping is going to do is just to release the negative energy. We're not trying to control them or anything. So we just tap on Dad.
Okay.
And again, it allows that better version of Dad, of the teacher, who the perpetrator, whoever it is. So we just tap on them, and we just talk to them.
Yeah.
And so we might tap again full rounds on the client as they're tapping on Dad. So we tap on the client, they're tapping on the echo. Yeah. Dad's echo. Yeah, Dad's calm now. Okay, we can just go back to the finger points.
Yeah.
It just keeps it. We're doing short bursts of tapping.
Short bursts.
Explain this to your clients that they know exactly when they should be tapping. But when I'm just tapping on your finger points, you don't need to do any tapping. That's just keeping the energy flowing, keeping that connection with the client.
And would you say, so in that setup that that you would have done, which you're not going to do, you would have said something like, you're a good girl, or those are the phrases that you're going to be saying as you're tapping going round, isn't it? So
it's still like a conversation.
It's like a conversation, I'm here for you. And then would you at any point say, you know, or they're really, you know, if the echo's really feeling it in somewhere, or they're
we can do that.
encouraging them to talk to you about how the echo.
As we're tapping, we can say where you're feeling the bad feeling.
Yeah.
It's like, the bad feelings in my tummy, and you can just add that in, this bad feeling in my tummy. We don't need all that huge amount of information because they're tuned in. They're in the middle of it right now. I understand they do tend to let everything all the energy goes at once, because once they move through that frozen moment in itself, it releases, discharges the freeze, and But do check in from time to time. Is there more tapping needed later, say for anger, for shame, for grief? You know, there might be a bit more tapping to be done. That can be, you know, when you're using the echo scale, when we're trying to get to +10. One of the questions might be, do we need to do more tapping? Well, I'm a bit sad about that. Okay, so it was a +4, bit of tapping. Oh no, it's a +6. The sadness has gone out. So
is there anything else we could do here to make it a +8 or more? You know, so it's just that constant dialogue and never being worried about, oh, you know, have I done enough? It's like, no, just keep that, get all of it to come down, and, you know, as every aspect comes up. And if you go back to that memory later date, it, you know, there'll be more there anyway, won't there, to be tapped on if they go back later.
Sometimes, exactly. We talk about every memory you've got to visit at least twice. Otherwise you're shortchanging your client, because there's always more to do. And when you win the second time, there could be more tapping to do. That could be one of the things. Definitely. Things that they just didn't pick up the first time around. You can't see everything the first time you've a memory.
Especially those big core ones.
Good. Absolutely. And they can explain why that is later.
Okay,
cool.
Thank you.